Hello, welcome back to the channel. Now I'm going to be painting this, which I did earlier on, so join me as I do plenty of painting, a little bit of random storytelling and other goings on, and there's a bit of dog barking as well thrown in for good measure. So don't forget to subscribe and like and share and comment. Your support is very much appreciated. So let's do some painting. Hello, welcome to my latest video. Hope you're keeping well and all that jazz. On Wednesday, the 8th of February. Right, I'm going to be doing something with this. As you can see, it's a painting already. It was one I did, well, probably about a year ago. Now, I'm happy with the foreground. I'm particularly happy with that bit of distance there. That's quite nice, that. So I'm going to improve things a bit, as I'm not happy with that sky at all. So I'm going to go over the sky, perhaps, I don't know, I might leave those bits, quite nice them bits of rocks. I'll have a think about the foreground, but I'm going to sort the sky out. I'll leave that patch of blue, as that's interesting, and just see if we can improve things. I'm going to leave that little bit of white there, that's interesting, those little shapes, but we'll see what we can do. So yeah, I was pleased with it. It's just the sky, it's a bit scrappy. I think so anyway. You might think it's amazing, but I don't, so I'm going to change it, hopefully for the better. So I haven't got anything on my palette as such. I've just got some Payne's Grey from yesterday, some red ochre from yesterday, and a bit of linseed oil, and just see what we can achieve. Right, let's give me brush a quick wipe. I wonder if there's any residue on that brush still, which there is, which is alright, we can live with that. Yeah, it's sort of green, but I don't think that matters. You get all sorts of colours in the sky. It might improve things a bit. I'm just going to add a bit of red ochre. Yeah, we're all keeping well. I've been looking through old photographs today, which is nice sometimes. It jogs the old memories. I found some right bloody gems from the 80s. You know, when I was a kid growing up, kind of dates me a bit. And there were two photographs where my brother has got a beard drawn on in biro. And there's quite a few photos of him like that, because one day I took a biro and went through one of the albums drawing beards on all the pictures of my brother. I don't know why, I don't know if he'd, I don't know, used me Millennium Falcon without asking or something like that, I don't know, long time ago. But yeah, there's many photographs with my brother sporting a beard. I think my mum went kittens when she discovered I'd done that. Right, I'm going to bring this darkness down a bit. I'm still not convinced with the sky. It'll take a bit of convincing yet. A bit more Payne's Grey maybe. But yeah, there's some right photos in this album. I used to be a big fan of Wackaday in the 80s. If you don't know what Wackaday is, it was a kids programme. And I seem to remember it was on a Saturday. But then in the school holidays, it was weekdays as well. And we used, well, there's certainly one occasion we sent off a picture, and the idea is the picture gets shown on TV. And yeah, I sent this one. And that thing we're doing, that was called the whacker wave we had to do, you know, on the photo. Silly, really. I don't think it was actually shown on telly, that one. Right, very dark, ominous sky. I'm going to leave that for now and have a think what to do about over here, if anything. Let's have a think. I'll get my long handled brush and locate where it is. Yeah, it does jog back memories looking at old photos. Just churn up that sky a bit. One memory I have is of my my bikes growing up. I had, in the 80s again, I had this, you know, everyone had, in my village we had BMXs and mountain bikes and stuff like that. Now I had a Peugeot racing bike, you know, with rams on handlebars and gears up here and everything. I was, yeah, the fastest kid on the block, if you like, in my racing bike. I loved it, it was brilliant. It was off a car boot sale. But unfortunately I haven't got a picture of it anymore. But yeah, it was a belting bloody bike, it was flaming quick. So I was always bombing down hills and stuff like that, you know, and came off a few times as well. And I remember one year I had, it was when Raleigh invented suspension for bikes. And it was all the rage back then, you know, this suspension on a bike. Now, it was only the front forks, if you like, that had suspension, the back didn't. But I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. And I was the first kid to have a Raleigh activator. And I thought I was the dog's bollocks, you know, with this bike. So, yeah, I got this bike and I absolutely loved it. And then I think a couple of years after that photo were taken, it was one summer, it was the day before we were going on holiday. And, you know, I was bombing down hills like you do. My brother came with me and we were going out on a bit of a bike ride. And I remember bombing down this hill, just a couple hundred yards from our house actually, nailing it down this hill. My brother was behind me and I looked back, see where he was, and then looked forward and suddenly car in front of me and bang, I walloped this car like a ton of bricks. And my brother said I cleared the car, you know, he'd never seen anything like it, you know. It's like something off a movie. I just cleared this bloody car. Now, you know, the helmet you saw in the picture, I was one of the few kids to wear a helmet. You know, me and my brother were raised to be careful and everything like that. Not wrapped in cotton wool or anything, you know. But we had helmets and we used to get the mickey taken out of us, and so I didn't always wear it, depending on who I was with and what I was doing, because I didn't want the mickey taken out of me. But this occasion, yeah, I was definitely wearing my helmet. It was hit this car, and without that helmet, I would have been you know, pulverised, I wouldn't be here now. So I'm a big advocate of helmets. And it concerns me now, you see people on bikes without helmets. You know, particularly some of the racing bikes you get, and you have people who think, yeah, it's not going to happen to them. Who think they know better without a helmet. And seeing families, yeah, the kids have got helmets, but the adults haven't. You know, it's not really a good example to set. Right, let's have a think about this. While I'm thinking, oh yeah, you know, I hit the car, cleared it, and I've still got a whacking scar on my hand, or series of scars where I slid down the road and everything else like that. But I managed to, you know, my brother, he raced home on his bike and told my parents, and I managed to get home pretty much unaided. I was very lucky. And of course back then, you know, middle of nowhere, living in a village, used to go to cottage hospital. It was quicker, go to the cottage hospital and get an ambulance. And you struggle to get cottage hospitals or ambulances these days, but it's another matter. But yeah, you know, I'd been checked out at the cottage hospital and given the all clear, if you like, and still managed to go on holiday the next day. But God, I was in pain. It was nasty. Right, I wonder whether or not to lighten this area up here a bit. Just get my dwindling supply of white paint. I'm down to the final dregs. I don't like getting low on paint. I'll do it. You know, I paint that much, I soon get low on supplies. Bit of titanium white. Might bung a bit of ultramarine blue in that, just a touch. There's a tiny hint of Indian yellow in there as well. I'll just add that on with my fingers. Yeah, before that Peugeot bike I had a Rally Burner, which was my first proper bike, if you like. Which again, I absolutely adored. It was a brilliant bike. I went through all the cycling proficiency stuff at school, you know, that you have in primary school. I don't know if they still do it, they probably do. But I was hopeless at it because I had no sense of balance. I was rubbish at putting my arm out while I was cycling. Oh, terrible at it. You know, since that crash I had, I've probably only been on a bike about half a dozen times since. Really did scare me. Right, a bit of ultramarine blue over here, just to darken off a bit. Right, we're getting there, I think. It possibly looks worse than it did, but let me know in the comments. We'll have a think. I might just add a bit of medium yellow and find where it is. That's primary yellow, don't want that. Medium yellow. Plunk it on my palette. I'll just get my palette knife, I think. Just touch a bit on there. Tiny bit. Oh, dog's barking, I apologise. Must be someone at the door or something. But my motto is, an unanswered door is a happy door. I'm going to stop painting just to answer the door. Yeah, because I'd be bloody furious if I answer the door and it was a bloody sales rep or something and I'm trying to paint. Remember one occasion, years and years ago, I was living in Buxton at the time, and there was this knocking at the door. I think I'd been working or tired or whatever, and there was this bloody knocking, and it was Jehovah's Witnesses. And oh, those bloody dogs. Might have to go and shut them up in a minute while I'm putting red ochre on. Right, I'm going to go and investigate. They're doing me head in. Back in a second. Right, back in business. I don't know what the hell they were barking about. But anyway, what was I saying before I got rudely interrupted? Oh yeah, it's bloody Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, I tolerate anyone's beliefs and all the rest of it. You know, I respect everybody. But when they come to the door at, I don't know, whatever time of morning it was, and the first thing they said was, now I've always been brought up to be very polite, and you know I'm always a very polite person, but I wasn't happy, and you know, I'd been sleeping and they woke me up with this knocking. So I got up, and the first thing they said, you know, opened the door, and both of them were there, clutching a copy of Watchtower or whatever thing they have. And first thing they said was, "Do you believe in God?" And I said, "Well, if there was a God, you wouldn't have knocked on my door and woke me up, would you?" And shut the door. And off they toddled. You know, if you are Jehovah's Witness or whatever, I respect it, you know, really do. But I think I just got out the wrong side of bed that day. I think everyone's entitled to their own beliefs. Yeah, I'm not particularly religious, but I have my own belief system. in that I don't know what I believe in. I know there's something, but I don't know what. I haven't decided yet. Because I've seen weird and wonderful things in the past that kind of makes me question things, you know. Right, that sky isn't too bad. Now I've added some red ochre there. I think we are very nearly there with the sky anyway. What the hell's going on now? There's a bloody truck going past now. Bloody hell. Do they know I'm trying to do a video? Don't know if the camera picked that up. Rumbling away. Yeah, it's starting to look alright with a little bit of yellow on just there. I don't know if it looks better. Let me know in the comments. Let's add a bit of Payne's grey down here. Just a suggestion of textures and rocks and things. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that horrible scraping noise. The moors, I suppose it is. Right, put some red ochre on as well. Again, sorry for the horrible scraping sound. Oh, those bloody dogs. My apologies. Oh, bloody Nora. Sorry about this. Back in a minute. You watch, it's bloody, it'll be Jehovah's Witnesses. We're back in a sec. Right. I don't know what they were barking at still. I'm barking at their own shadow, I think. I wonder if there's anything to be gained from just getting a bit of red. I'll try a bit of carmine red. I wonder if we just put a bit of a sun there maybe. Will it work? Possibly not, as my hands are shaking like crazy. Yeah, probably not then. Worth a go. It's just playing and experimenting. Not carmine red, I'll try something else. Have a delve about my collection of paint. If we got, I need some deep red if I can. Oh, I'll be back in a... Oh God, I'll turn the camera off again and have a root. Back in a minute. Back again, there we are. Just what I wanted was some nice cadmium red deep hue. So I'll just add that on there. Instead of that carmine red that was a bit purpley for my liking. Just introduce that to the sky a bit. I'll try and do a sun again, just with a little bit of that red. Let's have a go. Just there. A little speck. Might not work, but we'll have a see. Right, just a little bit of titanium white, just a tiny bit, as I'm getting low, scarily low. Just add some here. Excuse me, I'll try not to get my shoulder in the way. I don't know. Bit more red, maybe. Now, I do add a bit of that yellow as well down here onto that sun. No, you know, I'm not feeling that at all. So I'll churn that up. Turned into a bit of a battle, this one. Never been any good at doing the sun. Right, I wonder whether or not just to add a bit of titanium white just there, just tickle it on the clouds, then smudge it a bit with my finger. Excuse my arm in the way again. Bit more yellow maybe. Yeah, this has possibly turned out worse than what it was in the first place. So I might have to rethink that sky. Well, I'll let it dry and rethink it. But yeah, it is kind of getting there. Just add a bit more yellow there, I wonder. Ooh, yeah, that yellow works. That yellow does work, actually. I'm quite pleased with that yellow. I wonder if we'll try the sun again. If I have it just there. Yes, that's a bit better. That is a bit better, actually. We'll have some of that. So let's add a bit more yellow up here. Now, let's get some Payne's Grey. Just sort that bit out. Put some rocks on and things. Whoops, got a floating rock there. Yeah, it's getting there. I'm getting a bit happy about the sky, not 100%, but it's a painting and I'm enjoying it. Now the dogs have shut up. Just going to grab some yellow, just introduce it down here a bit as well. Right, it is definitely growing on me. Bit more yellow. Just wax some more in the sky. That's all right. Now, that area, not sure about now, a bit too light, so I'll just add a bit more ultramarine blue onto that. Yeah, it's a bit light. Yeah, it's alright, it's not perfect. It's been a bit of a battle. And I think we are just about there. I might do one or two bits off camera, but I think we are just about done. So thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the dogs, thank you for bearing with me. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share and all that sort of thing. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.